It is 7:59, and how are you feeling today? Today is Friday. Today is the 8th. Is it the 8th? Yeah, the 8th of March already. Good morning, Bihi 333-6. Good morning, Lisa. How are you guys this morning? How are you feeling today? Today is the 8th of March already. And it's just going, eh? You just gobble up. Here goes the month. And before you know it, it's another month. And here we are. It's 8 o'clock. I am so excited. Good morning, Arita. Nice post yesterday. Loved it. How are you feeling, ladies and one gentle? Oh, well, whoever was there took off. So listen, Arita is here. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning? Yes, welcome to the morning blessing. It's 8 o'clock. Let's get the show on the road. The 5 pillars of prosperity. I always do one pillar on Friday. And today we are doing the pillar of financial prosperity. And it's just a lot of questions. Good morning, Lynn. How are you feeling today? I have so many things. That's my, what you said. That is really my core, financial prosperity. And from that grew, the other 4 pillars came tumbling in and saying, you know, we are part of prosperity also. And we all grew up thinking wealth, fortunes, the best of this, money is all. But we have 5 pillars. I'm not going to talk about all 5 today. I'm going to talk about finance. But just to refresh them, it's emotional prosperity, not first, but just happen to be there. Mental, physical, spiritual, and financial. And it's not last either. It just happens to be there. So all through our life, we always treat to fix the symptom. We never find out what is the cause of the symptom. We never find out what is the cause of financial lack. We just treat it as it is that. It's my finances. But I found out there is a line, just like we support ourselves with our 5 fingers and our 5 senses. Good morning, Stacey. How are you? How are you feeling today? We support our hands with those 5 fingers. We support ourselves with our 5 senses. And if you think of it, emotion is reaction based on your 5 senses. So here we are. Because you react emotionally when you taste, you hear, you smell, you touch something, or you see something. Thank you, Steve. And that is so important that we come to that point in our life when we have financial prosperity. And then there are times when we see the lack of it. So what I did today is put some points for you to see what happens, because I read something this morning and I wanted to incorporate it in today. Okay, I can't do it because I didn't write it down. Do you enjoy speaking about money? That is, hi Kia, good morning, welcome. Today's your off day, you're from your night job. But it's good, Kia, bills are paying, money is happening, work on it. And today is the perfect day for you to be here. It's financial prosperity. Do you enjoy speaking about money? Honestly, ask yourself that question, okay? Or do you wish you do not have to deal with it? You know, I can't be bothered with this money thing. I'm not going to deal with it. Which one are you? All of these are going to be questions. I'll fill it in as I go ahead. How do you feel emotionally about your money? How do you feel? It's an emotional connection. Hi, Julie. Good morning. How do you feel emotionally about your money? What is your feeling about your money? How do you feel about it? Yes, bills are getting paid and my saving is growing up. I love it. That is a feeling. These are the words you have to use about money. You already know, for example, you do not have it. So why do you go, oh, I really have no money? You already know that. So why are you saying it again? I want to know that. You have it, you know you have no money, and you still repeat it, I know I have no money. Come on, get over that. That's not how you do this. How do you feel when you see someone whom you purport, I want you to say that, to be richer or wealthier than you? How do you feel? Are you angry? Do you look at them and what do you do? When you see somebody that you believe that they have more money than you, how do you react towards them? What are your feelings? What emotion does it draw from you? As I said, today's financial prosperity, and every time things do not work for us financially, we just go there and we blame it. But it's sometimes not, it's not the cause of our problem. It's like when you go to the doctor and you say, I have a headache. And he will ask you, when does it happen? I have a stomach ache. What did you eat? Sometimes they have the time to find the cause for you. But sometimes they ask you to, what is the cause of your problem? You have to know. Because you need to treat the cause before you treat the symptom. Financial wreckage is always a symptom of something. So I have to link them for you to see. I always say, let me explain to you the 5 pillars, how I have them. I named them, I created them, I love them that way. Emotional prosperity is how you react to what you have heard, seen, or touched, or taste. Or that is how you react or felt. Somebody punches you, how are you going to react? That's what it is. Reaction is based on emotions. Emotion is based on the 5 emotions we have. To hear, to see, to taste, to smell, to touch. Now, let's look at mental prosperity. The ability to recall what you have learned and apply it at the appropriate time. That's it. So then, I'm forgetting, I must have dementia. I can't keep anything. If you're emotionally angry all the time, you're going to forget. You're going to, because emotions is taking so much out of you that you will not remember. If you're upset, you're at work, and a supervisor or a person is disciplining you, a performance appraisal that's not going to good. Good morning, Colleen. How are you this morning? How are you feeling? And it's not going to good. And then you decide there and then, you know what, I'm going to let that supervisor have it. What happens? That reaction could get you to lose your job, or get you to not get your new promotion, that you're not, or get an increment in your salary. It will stop that. It could. Then what do? Good morning, Aman. How are you feeling today? Then they switch it around. What does that do? It affects you physically. You come home and you say, no, I wouldn't have a drink. You have a whole bottle. You feel a wreck. Or you start eating something you know you shouldn't eat, that's not good for you. And here you are doing this over and over again. And it's all based on something that you heard. And it pushed you. You got fired. You haven't got a job. Physically, you're just a wreck. It affects you spiritually. God doesn't love me. There is no God. The universe has decided to go down on me. Whatever your reason. And of course, it lands, I can't pay the bills. So, but you realize it wasn't finance that caused the problem. It was something else. That's why the fingers are the 5 pillars, a link. They're individual. No one is better than the other or greater than the other, but they all have something to do with us holding a cup. You might hold it and have the pinky out if you want, but your pinky has to be like this because your pinky has to keep the strain of the others that are bent. Same thing. So finance, that's why I ask you those questions about finance. Do you enjoy speaking about money? I do. Or do you wish you do not have to deal with it? I love dealing with it. I want to know. Every day you should check your profile. Look at your money. Especially in these days where people just turn around. Good morning, Raquel. How are you feeling this day? Welcome to the morning blessing. Especially these days when people can go in and do whatever they want with your money. You should see. All of you get those DM. I don't deal with Royal Bank or Scotia, but I keep getting all these things. They froze my account and click this link so we can unfreeze it for you. Really? And do you do that? Be aware of the silliness and stay alert. What is important is to be alert. Financial prosperity. How do you feel emotionally about money, about your money? Do you look at it and go, well, that's all I have? I look at it and say, good, I have. Great. Look at it and give it a push. Give it some love. Like when you love somebody, they give you the love back. Do that with your money. The more you love it, the more it will come. And don't look at it and tell me, Tessa-Marie, you say you worship in money. No. Money gives you the ability to have experiences you wouldn't normally have because you didn't have the money to do it. That's all money does. It does not give you status. You might get through the door, but that is an experience you're having. But it doesn't give you joy inside and say, I have so much money, I'm so happy. No, it's what you can do with it that brings the joy. And that is what you have to say. Look at it and enjoy it. How do you feel when you see someone whom you purport to be richer or wealthier than you? Ask yourself that question. And if you are one of the people that give them names and call them, I know all about that. You grew up in a small community like Dominica, your father does what he does, they do what they do, the family has been like that for time immemorial. And there you are, on your way to school, somebody's calling you names and you have no idea. You go home, why do they say that? And they look at you and they have to sit you down and explain that to you. And you have nothing to do with it. It is as it is. That is your destiny. That's your life. But it gave us opportunities to go to the best school money could buy. I always said that. My parents sent us to the best school that money could buy. That's what it was. And then we had to set out and work and create our own. They did not hand it to us while they were alive. It was theirs, like they said. We worked for it, it's ours. We're going to do what we desire to do with it. So you had to learn that. What are your thoughts about wealthy people? Yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you get annoyed when you see them? Do you purse your lips and make frowns on your face? Hey, that doesn't affect them. They have no frowns on their face. Have you noticed that? They can get all the little lines taken care of. They can go and tell a doctor, let me have some Ozempic, and then they stand there and they show you their Ozempic body. That is the money that did that for them. But when you sit there and you're angry because they have more than you in your mind, they maybe have more money, but do they have more love? Some people have a lot of money and they have nothing else. They don't. And they are looking for what you have. Funny, you do not know. People will say to you, people ask, how did you do this? What makes you stand there? Good morning, Peter. How are you feeling this evening? How do you do this? What makes it? So money is really important because money allows you to have the best of what you desire. It's the experience. Money does not give you joy. It gives you joy when you use it to get something, but without it, you sit like a hand under the chin and wondering and criticizing the wealthy. It does not give you more. Because guess what? All the nasty words you say about the rich people is your word. It boomerangs, man, and it hits you in the face. Boom. How you see it, how you talk about it, that is what you get from it. And get over that, because that is just how it is. This weekend, decide what your honest opinion is about money. Take a few minutes this weekend and ask yourself, what is my honest, or how I really feel about money? Is that why I have a lack of money? It's because I keep pushing it away. My mom said to me, if human beings treated each other like we treat our money, we wouldn't have any friends or anybody in our life, just like we have no money in our life. She said, if I ask you guys, right? Okay, so nowadays we don't use cash, a lot of cash, but you use point and click. So, but I found out through pointing and clicking, you also need to make sure that you have cash on hand somewhere. Because sometimes pointing and clicking freezes and it doesn't work and you need cash. But you should always have a certain amount. You should always have at least $100 bill in your wallet that you never, ever use. Practice it. Try it. You'll see how magically more will come towards you. Put that $100 bill in your wallet. Put it in there. Good morning, Nancy. How are you feeling this morning? And you leave it. Don't spend it for anything. You can hide it in a different area, but don't use it. If you can't afford 100, do 50. Can't afford 50, do 20. But have that money there to honor it, to let it know that more will come and join with it. Now, before you do that though, do you have a wallet that cannot close? When you bought it, it could close. All of a sudden, good morning, Marina. How are you this Friday morning? How are you feeling? You have this wallet and your wallet cannot close. You paid money for it and you have what? If I ask you what is in your wallet, you would have to pick it up to go through it. Declutter your wallet. Clean it out. Get rid of the receipts. I have a pouch in my purse, a little pouch I got from Clinic Cosmetic. And that pouch, I open it and all my receipts as I shop go in there. Once a month, I empty it into a shoebox. Put a paper clip on it, or once a week, whenever there's too many. I don't shop every day. I shop at a certain time of the month. So I have 4 days that I shop and I put it away and there. Okay, you don't need to have everything in the world in your wallet. That your wallet is to have precious things. The pictures of the members of your family, if you want to have that. Your credit card, your license, your health card. Close it. There is no reason why your money, your wallet should be bursting at the seams with things that are saying it's a mess. Then you are telling that important place, stay a mess. Make sure your money, if you have money, have them face forward. The largest at the back, the smallest at the front. Neat. If you do not have and all you have is your debit card, where is your debit card? Where is your credit card? It always amazed me at the bank. People come to the bank and they come to deposit a check and they cannot find the check. They didn't honor and respect that money they received for that checks, and they wonder why their finances are a mess. Where is your debit card? No, have a special place for your debit card. It represents money. Do not fool around with it and have that money over here. Hi, Loretta, good morning. And have that, how are you feeling today? And you're in the bank and I need to make that deposit. I came to your office because I couldn't stand with the tellers. I have no idea where my money is. And do you mind if I sit and go through it? I need to get the check. I had a check from my lawyer. And I'm sitting at my desk and thinking, are you okay? You know? And then I look at the wallet. I did a seminar once and I asked all the men and the women in the audience, who is brave enough to hand me their wallet? And I'll steal all your money. So everybody come rushing. So I took one, the one that looked like it was pregnant and ready to give birth. And when everything just fell out. And I just stood there. I felt drained. So I said, let us work at it. Everybody come in a circle and see this. Say a semicircle. This shouldn't be in here. This should receipts for money you have already spent. You're sending the message to the rest of your money. Go with those people. Go to the people I spent it to. That's the message you're sending when your wallet is a mess. Know where your debit card is, your credit card. They represent money. Whether you have to pay it or not, you have it, you can use it. So nowadays, this is how we spend money. If you still keep cash, make sure where your cash is, you have no receipts for money that has already left the building. It makes no sense. And that is important to do that. You see, the truth is, you see that then, do you know, no, I'm going too far. How do you feel when you see someone who you purport to be richer than you? What are your thoughts about wealthy people? Do you believe that money is the root or seed of all that is bad in the world? Do you believe that? Are you one of the people that believe that people are bad, the world is horrible because of money? Do you see it as that? Because there's two sides to the coin. I don't see it like that. What I see it as, people use their money to do what they desire to do. The people that have money, if you listen to them, they'll tell you that when I started, I didn't have a lot. The other day, they announced that Jeff Bezos is the richest man on the planet Earth. He started selling books in the trunk of his car. In the trunk, and those are you from Europe, from the boot of the car. And today, so that journey, it didn't start like that. He didn't just wake up and have Amazon and it's flying. They didn't have an Amazon website in Canada when I started buying on a US website. Books. So this is what you have to remember. They had to crawl also. But you know the magic? What they kept, the miracles they kept, is that they were consistent like hell. They woke up and they would like full of brush salesmen. And there's few of you that will know who I'm talking about. You go to sell, they walk door to door to sell brushes in those days, and no. You know how many sleepless nights he might have had scratching his head. How do I build this thing? He didn't maybe start wanting to have what he had today, but it opened up. The minute you put the work towards it and you stay consistent, it's going to work. And that is how money comes to you, is these people. And on the other hand, some of them take their money and they just donate it to charity. They create those things that help somebody. And even if somebody said, oh, I don't get to charity, it goes to administration. Well, somebody has to get it. The minute you give it, it's no longer yours. You cannot dictate where money goes when you hand it over. When you buy something at the store, do you tell them, I'm giving you my money for this and you better use it wisely? Do you? No. And that is why money sees you come in and it ducks. It goes, oh, here the money hater. I'm not going by her. She doesn't like money. Somebody at a religious retreat I went to said to me years ago, she said, people have to be careful how they speak. And I go, okay. I wasn't so much as I am today. And she said, because you know, when you speak negative, especially about wealth, and that was the word she used, wealth, you know what happens? I go, what happens? She said, the birds and the bees, the animals, the wind, they take that. And they say, do not give so-and-so money. She hates people with money. Do not give her money. Do not give her wealth. And I went, oh, that makes sense. And that was the first time I came, good morning, Yoko, here you are. How are you feeling today? I realized what was going on. She said that when you speak it out, the energy takes it and spread it. Don't give it to her. And you wonder why you don't have it. Hear your words. Hear what you're saying about the rich and the wealthy. Why? And secretly you want it, don't you? You want it. You secretly, you would like to have it. You want to go to on a fabulous vacation. It takes cash. It takes money. And you wonder why you cannot go. You cannot have, I don't want it to use it here, but I hate you having it. It doesn't work. So, I asked you this weekend to go to do this. Then dig a little further. How has that affected your life? Your belief about money. How has it affected your life? That you believe money is the root of all evil. It's in the book because the man couldn't pass through the eye of a needle, but a camel could do it. Really, man? Take it for what it means. Dig and learn and ask questions. Sit in silence. Meditate. Bury your head in your hands and think. But do not just accept all what you hear from somebody's explanation. My mother said to me, the Bible was written by people inspired by the Holy Spirit. You better go read it so you can get your own inspiration from those lines. That's what she said. You better go read it so you can learn and get your own inspiration, because you cannot just take what somebody say and run with it. It's not yours. So, do you say or believe that rich people are bad? Do you say they're bad? What about Warren Buffett or whoever he was? I'll educate you, he said to his children, but I'm not leaving my money for you. So he gave it to, what is his name? The Microsoft man, to go and spread it around the world. And there you go, Bill Gates. So, do you know that you are as wealthy as the wealthiest person on this planet? You are, Because again, prosperity is not only cash. The wealthiest person on this planet, there was a time, was Aristotle Onassis. His 24-year-old son, only son, died in a plane crash at the age of 24. And he said, I would give all of my money to bring Alexander back into my life. That is what he had. That is what he's saying. So there you go. What are you doing? For Women's Day, I'm going to super kind to my body today to heal from my sore throat, ginger tea and green sim. Okay, and green tea. Okay, I get it, Marina. I'd have ginger tea with. Every November I pack a bottle with grated ginger and lemon rind, garlic and honey, and it's in the fridge. The minute a soft knocks in, I say, I haven't got time for you. I chew on it, I swallow it, and it usually goes. So knock yourself out that it was, hello Ryan, how are you feeling today? So do you know that you are as wealthy as the wealthiest person on this planet? You have exactly what they have that made them wealthy. The only difference between you and them is you stop. You don't have the faith in you. You do not believe in yourself. You stop. You start off well, and then you let something outside of you distract you. And that is wrong. That is so wrong. And you wonder why they're there and you are over here. You see them over there and you are over here. That's how you see the rich person. Oh, the riches are there and I'm here. No, you're right next to them. You are just as wealthy as the wealthiest person. How do you define that? Can you see joy in two squirrels fighting? Can you see they chasing each other up a tree? Have you ever looked at that? Or see it? What is that little one that looks like a little thing? Anyway, never mind. We're not going to go there. I can't remember the name. The truth is they're right there next to you. The rich are right next to you. They're not further away from you. They're there. Guess what? You are the one creating the distance, not them. You are the one creating this distance because you usually stand on the side and look at them and criticize them. I know. And you criticize. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what they had for breakfast this morning, but you know everything about them. You're oh, I can't stand her. She went and I saw a woman on a very popular show. Those Kardashian women had their hair braided. And this lady on this popular show looked at them and she said, oh, they're taking our braids. And I loved it when this amazing comedian said to her, well, give them back the extensions that you have in your hair. That just covered it. It's not, that is what we do. We find they braided their hair. Who said they cannot braid their hair? But in the meantime, you went and bought extensions so your hair can look like theirs. What is wrong with us? We are the dividers. We separate ourselves from those that are wealthier, or we purport to be wealthier than us. Guess what? You are the one creating the distance. You see, they most likely do not know you, have never met you, have no idea of your existence. They are on their own, they're in their own zone. You are the one wandering into their lane. Wandering into their lane. You are the one going into their lane. You are as wealthy as you decide you are. Remember that. You are as financially wealthy as you have decided you are. The day that all you have is an overdraft on your account, do not get angry that you have the credit or the overdraft or you are in debt. Remember, you needed it and it came to you. That was a form of having money to give you the experiences you wouldn't normally have. Whether it's the experience of being able to have that overdraft to buy cereal for your children's breakfast before they go to school with an empty stomach. You are as wealthy as you decide that you are. You have to choose. Financial prosperity is not a joke. It's not something to laugh at or to make fun of. Do not criticize those you believe that are wealthier than you. Look at what they do. Emulate the best part of them. Consistency. The most successful people you see, they never stop working. Then there are some of us, oh, I'm retired. I retire. Your brain is retired. Your eye retired. Everything is retired. Your body, have you realized when you sit too long what happens? You're grabbing the ears of the dog at your feet so you can stand up. If you could tell the dog, hold me and bring me up, you would do that. Because you've been sitting. I'm retired. Retirement doesn't mean you have to die. You can still do things. You can still take care of your finances. All of your 5 pillars have to be firing at the same time. And stop blaming everything on somebody else when your financial situation is going south. Sit this weekend Ask yourself truly, really, how do I feel about money? Is it my attitude towards money that have me in this money pit where there is nothing good coming out? It's how you speak, how you see it, how you respect it. Is your money crunched up? When you do have a dollar or whatever, paper money, do you crunch it up? Do you see coins on the floor in your house and you just throw it aside? Do you leave it there? Do you sweep it away? If you treated people in your life like you treat your money, would they stay with you? Come on, man. Be better than that. So do you enjoy speaking about it? Do you wish you do not have to deal with money? How do you feel emotionally about your money? All of these questions, if you don't want to deal with it, then you won't have it to deal with. If you feel horrible about money, you're not going to have anything to do with it. What is your feeling about money? It's all about our feeling. How do you feel when you see someone who you purport to be richer or wealthier than you? How do you feel about them? What emotions are you bringing up? What are your thoughts about wealthy people? Do you believe that money is the root of all evil and anything bad in the world? So this weekend, decide to be honest about money. What is your opinion about it? Be honest to yourself. Do not brag to the world about it. Just be honest. Sometimes when we find something that's not good about us, that is not the thing we should talk about. We should keep it, we know that. And when we do talk, we can talk about the changes we're doing. Tessa-Marie, I found out that really I'm not good. No. Tessa-Marie, I did what you said and I am working on improving my thoughts, my words, and my action. Then dig further. How has that affected your life, your feeling towards people with money? Do you say or believe that rich people are bad? Do you know that you are as wealthy as the wealthiest person on this planet? You see them over there and you are over here. That is not how it is. Guess what? The truth is they're right there next to you. Guess what? You are the one creating the distance, not them. Because you see, they most likely do not know you, have never met you, have no idea of your existence. They are in their own zone. You are the one creating the distance. Right? You are the one that wandered into their lane. They're in their own zone. You are the one that wandering. They're ill-equipped to fly in that zone. You are as wealthy as you decide that you are. Have a great weekend. How are you feeling, wonderful people? You guys are marvelous, amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. And Marina, I am looking forward to hearing you saying, my throat is not sore, and it's National Women's Day, Marina said. So if you are looking at yourself, see yourself as the best that you can be. Think good about your money. It's important. So let us look at these ladies here. Kia, Stacy, Yuko, Marina, Colleen, Rita, Lisa, Ryan, Lynn, and Loretta. Wonderful, amazing people. So it's Friday. Choose something that you heard this week that you want to work on and give it 10 minutes. Did you hear? I didn't say give it an hour. You might give it 10 times 10 minutes. There's 16 waking hours. You might give it 16 times 10 minutes, but at least give it 10 minutes. Just sit somewhere. And the thing in your life you desire to change, only spend 10 minutes on it this weekend and see how you feel. Have a great and amazing Friday, a long weekend. Enjoy yourself. I think the clocks are springing forward this weekend, or is it next weekend? Whatever it is, we cannot change it. So accept it. It is as it is. Have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.